Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel and another STAMPtember exclusive limited edition paper crafting video tutorial. Today I am sharing the Pink and Main stamp set. This is called Love You Snow Much, and I'm going to stop right now and say, if you're interested, pause the video, run over to Simon Says Stamp, grab the stamp set. The link is included in the description of this video as well as in the upper corner. Go check it out because you aren't going to want to miss this one. It's always super popular. I have been having so many requests for gift tags, and I thought this was the perfect stamp set to do gift tags with. I know I did gift tags with the Pink and Main set last year, but it was too good not to. We are going to start with the stamping and coloring portion of the program. Remember that with the STAMPtember limited edition exclusives, there is a stamp die combo and a stamp only combo. I will be die cutting my images today. They may not quite look like the dies that come with the stamp die combo set. I didn't have the dies in the time for filming this video tutorial, so I did use a Brother scan and cut to die cut my images. I always just like to put that full disclosure out there so that when you get your stamp set at home, if it looks, the die cutting looks a little bit different if you get the stamp die combo, that is why. I am stamping all of my images. I want to say I used Neenah cardstock, but I'm pretty sure that I accidentally chose my Hammermill cardstock and the results were great. So I noticed that it colored a little bit differently, and it isn't the Express It cardstock that I often use with Olo markers. These are alcohol ink based markers like your Copics or other similar markers. I'm going to go through my 4 images from this stamp set. There is obviously the snowman and penguin on the sled, the snowman and penguin holding presents, the snowman and trio of penguins, and then the hugging snowman and penguin. I found it easiest to try to work in colors. So color all of one section, like all their beaks and feet or carrot noses. Then color all of the snow. Then color anything pink, anything red, etc. In the description below the video here on YouTube, you will notice that I have listed the marker colors broken down kind of by color combo. So if you're interested at all in finding out exactly what colors I used, you can find that information there as well as over on my blog. We are coloring in our cute little critters. Once we have everything colored, that's when I will run and die cut. I left the coloring in. The video is just a little over 20 minutes today, so I didn't speed anything up more than just the regular little speed up that I do so that we're not here for an hour or more. Pink cheeks are a must on critters. I don't know about you guys, but I always love them. So what I did when I pulled out this Love You Snow Much stamp set, I wanted to find something that I could make a tag with. And if you have been to my channel before, you know I'm a huge tag making fan. And if you're brand new, welcome. I love to do shaped tags. I love traditional, kind of standard tags as well, but one of my favorite things is kind of a shaped kind of tag. So I went to my stash. What do I have? What do I want to use? Well, not even put away yet was the new Lawn Fawn release. This is their fall winter release, and they have a new snow globe. And I have had a few questions left here, social media, etc. What is the difference between the snow globe that Simon already has and this one? The large snow globe that is out already, not Simon, Lawn Fawn, pardon me. The large snow globe that Lawn Fawn has out, that is a Magic Iris add-on. So you can use it without the Magic Iris interactive component, and I have many times, and I will continue to do so. It is more what I would consider A2 size in dimension. This is smaller. You're going to see that when I die cut the components for this. And I thought, wouldn't this make it, it's smaller, but it's not teeny tiny, because Lawn Fawn also has a smaller size snow globe that works for teeny tiny little things. So this is kind of what I call medium, middle of the road. You're going to want to pick this up if you love making shaped gift tags. So I picked this up. Now, it is not made for gift tags. Remember, my goal in these STAMPtember videos is to inspire and encourage you to shop your stash, see what you have, see what you can mix and match. This is going to go for anything. Maybe you have round dies and you want to make your own snow globe, or you just want to make ornaments, but you need something for the hanger. This snow globe set is not made to be a tag set, and because of that, I went and grabbed a tag set, and I'm going to die cut a small ornament shaped tag that I'm going to use. So I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about my thought process while I'm sharing the coloring on screen. Look at our snowman or snowmen or snowwomen, whatever, come to life. They now have cute pink cheeks, cute pink scarves, mittens, little top hats. The penguins are starting to get some color, just bringing everything to life. I very much was inspired by my own tags last year, and I went with this pink color combination. I just really felt, the minute I saw this, when I opened up the package and I saw this Pink and Main stamp set for 2023, I knew this was going to be another tag set for me. It will look adorable on cards. Use it on all of your card making things. But I thought it was just too cute not to do that. Now, that being said, let's say you want to use everything that we just talked about with the Lawn Fawn snow globe, etc. You can put that snow globe on a card. You do not have to make it into a tag. So if you want to do like cute little interactive shakers type snow globe cards, that would be amazing as well. Maybe you want to use the large snow globe you already have. You could make a magic iris with it. You could use the snow globe as is. You could put multiple images in that large snow globe and maybe just not have it be an interactive kind. Lots and lots of ways, you guys, to use this stamp set. Start thinking about your stamp sets. Start, contemplating all the different ways you can take your purchases and really make the most of them. That's what I want to encourage here with STAMPtember. Now, again, if you're interested at all, I highly encourage you to pause the video, grab the link in the description, run over to Simon Says Stamp and grab your stamp set, because the limited edition exclusives are, once they're gone, they're gone. They will not bring these back. That is for the collaboration limited edition exclusives only. Regular products from Pink and Main or Lawn Fawn or Simon, any of the companies I talk about here, those generally are reordered on a as needed basis, but these limited edition exclusives are not. Once we start adding the red in, I just love a good red and pink color combo, don't you guys? Oh my goodness. So pretty. It's really making things pop. And I hope you're finding the kind of slower pace coloring helpful. Remember, you can always slow down or speed up the videos here on YouTube. I would probably mute it, or I will sound like a chipmunk, or I'll sound very, very slow. But you can do that here on YouTube, which is helpful if you want to see something maybe in more detail or you want to skip ahead. Gonna add in a little bit darker red shading on the red pieces. Now, something I want to note about the decorative scarves, hats, and things like that. I've got some stripes, I've got some polka dots. Once I have colored in certain areas, I kind of let it sit. If that makes sense. I'm letting it sit. I'm letting the ink dry. These are alcohol ink markers. They do dry very quickly. However, I want to make sure everything is very good and dry so that it doesn't bleed when I take a darker color on top of my lighter blending and add some texture. I am a sucker for striped scarves, polka dot scarves or polka dot hats, all of that good stuff. And I felt like our snowman accessories really lent themselves to having lots of fun shading today. So that is what I did. If you're interested in Olo marker at all, I do have a link to Olo markers down in the description below. And I will be linking right here on the screen a video I did with my dear friend Lori Craig. We did a live where she answered she works for the company that sells Olo. She answered a lot of the questions and explained a little bit about them. So please feel free to check that out if you're interested at all. So now adding in a little gray shading in the places I either forgot. Sometimes I would forget, like I tried really hard to do like everything pink and everything red, but I noticed I forgot a couple things, so I'll come back to that. One of my favorite images, I think, is the little penguin holding like the mug. Oh no, it's his hat. I colored it like a mug. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's so funny. I think I've said this to you guys before. I see things when I'm voicing over the video that are either wrong or I think of things later on. And now I can't unsee it. That penguin is not holding a mug. I thought it was like a little hot chocolate mug, but it's his hat. He's putting the hat on the snowman. Well, this snowman has a pink and polka dot hat, which is totally fine. I mean, I did another polka dot stocking cap up above. If I hadn't said anything, maybe you guys wouldn't have even known, but I like to admit the dumb things I think. Oh my goodness, so funny. Now, I'm also going back over that sled. Now, the reason I'm going back over it, and after I had left it for a little bit, red is tricky. I do not want to oversaturate and maybe run the risk of having that bleed. We want to do the presents. The presents probably were the trickiest thing to color. The penguins maybe as well, but the presents really were. They're really teeny tiny, but I loved how they turned out. So one present's red with a white stripe. The other is pink with a red ribbon. Now, I do want to mention this too. If you happen to get marker somewhere where you don't want it outside a line, you can see I'm fixing it right here. That's what I was going to say. I like to have a white opaque pen handy to kind of go around maybe the outline or fix little areas where you just kind of cover it up with that white marker and it hides the imperfections in coloring. So I'm fixing several little bands of penguin hats and all of that. I'm taking a black jelly roll pen, adding detail for eyes. I always love to do this. I feel like it makes eyes really pop. And I'm flipping it so I don't get my hand in what I just colored and smear black anywhere. And remember, I did die cut this with a Brother Scan and Cut, not the coordinating dies. And if you have a scan and cut, that's definitely an option. Adding some little white dots for cheeks now to all of my critters. And then I do want to talk about mass producing. What I found worked the easiest is just taking a little bit of time, die cutting everything you need, and then assembling all at one time. So my first step was stamping and coloring. My second step is going to be taking that snow globe die set and die cutting all of the elements. And let's talk a little bit about what all we need from that die set. So from the frame snow globe, we need a front frame. In this case, I used pink texture cardstock from Lawn Fawn. I have 4 white frames that I'm going to also die cut, and I'm adhering those one on top of another. From the solid backer, I actually have the background piece that I forgot to turn the camera on, and I splattered with some Frosty Mint Distress Mica stain. See, I can't quit using it, y'all. I love it. And then I also have a backer from Pink Texture Cardstock, and I have an acetate piece. So I've used the solid snow globe 3 times, the frame 5. And then I used the detail pieces for the snow globe front, and I've die cut those from silver. And then the ornament hanger, that is from the winter tiny tags, and I have sandwiched that between the mica stain backer and the pink back. That hides that, but it gives us that wonderful tag little, holder. So I am going to assemble all of these. I've stacked 4 of the white frames, one on top of another, glued them to the background frame, filled the frame with the Pink and Main image. Now I am stamping my greetings on the pink frame for the front of the snow globe. I've slightly curved my greeting. The greetings are all from the Pink and Main Love You Snow Much stamp set. I'm using some lobster red ink from Lawn Fawn to stamp these. I picked the sentiments that fit the snow globe shape. So some of the sentiments don't fit as well. They'd probably be cute stamped on the acetate with white, but I just tried to make it very easy, and I filled in that area. Once I have stamped all of my sentiments, I have the acetate, and I am going to take snowflakes from the Pink and Main stamp set, and I am going to stamp these with cotton white Stazon ink. If you're stamping on acetate, you're going to need to use a solvent ink, which Stazon is, and I am going to add some snowflakes. What this does is it gives us an extra layer, extra interest to our snow globe. Look how cute that is. So we will fill the snow globe with some shaker material, but I love the addition of some snowflakes on the front. My snowflake placement is going to be a bit different for each tag because they're all different images. So I'm doing these one at a time. Once I've stamped, I'm going to glue the front frame to the acetate, fill my shaker. This time I just have some heart confetti from my stash. I don't even know what it's from really. But I always love to just kind of use up what's in my stash, and then glue the acetate with the frame on top. I like acrylic blocks to hold everything nice and flat while the glue dries. And let's go ahead and just fill the rest of our tags with the shaker material while we work on stamping the acetate. So I'm going to just repeat this process. I'm looking at which tag I'm stamping the acetate for, just to kind of keep a snowflake from not being like smack dab in front of the snowman or penguin's face. If it's overlapping, that's fine, but I don't want it to really detract or take away from the cute factor of our snowman. Then once I have that, we're just going to glue the frame on, glue it to our shaker, and put some acrylic blocks on top. And I'm going to continue this for the remaining 2 tags. You could make more. I just made the 4 with the 4 different images. Maybe you just want to repeat the same image for each one. The sky is the limit. Whatever you like to do, friends. Now there are a few additional steps left today. Embellishing the front of our snow globe, which we need to add the final layering pieces. We don't have to, but I love adding a little clay snowflake. I mean, especially for the Let It Snow that doesn't fill up quite as much area on the tag. And then we need to find a fun twine or ribbon or whatever for our gift tags. Something else you may want to add at home, I'm not showing it in the video here today. You might want to stamp a to and from something you already own on the back of the tag before you put it together. If you're using these for gift tags, they could be ornaments on a tree. They could be ornaments on like a little craft tree in your office, or you could string them together and make banners. Really think outside the box with your crafty supplies and what you can make with them. So now we're adding the details. Look at that, so cute. And we're going to glue these down to each. I think if I had been thinking, the little ornament hanger up at the top would have been cute out of silver too, but I was making it easy. I was die cutting the tag the same time I was die cutting the frame. We'll add the final couple here. I've got the clay snowflakes. I love these from, I think Honeybee Stamps is where I have these. Trinity Stamps I think has some as well, but I like the little clay ones. We're going to embellish each of our snow globes with a clay snowflake. And then I've got some Doodlebug pink baker's twine. I don't know about you guys, but I love a good baker's twine. I'm using pink. I think red or aqua also would have been darling here. You could even tie a little ribbon if you've got like a little hollyberry sprig, whether out of paper or a small embellishment, that might be cute up at the top. I kept mine kind of simple, on the more simple side. Simple for me. Don't send me the messages saying this isn't simple. I know. But I love all the little steps. If you've been here for a while, you know that. You know I love the extra. I like the little embellishments. I like all of the little things, and everyone loves a shaker. They are very, very fun. You could have even added more shaker material. You may have to change how many layers of the frame that you add if the things you're adding for shaker are a little bit thicker. Mine was just confetti. It was fairly flat. And again, I have 4 white layers behind that front frame, allowing for that. I think I probably could have even thrown in some seed beads if I wanted to though. So I'm just threading my baker's twine through, tying it into a little knot, and that is it. Super sweet, super easy. I hope this has inspired you. I hope you have loved this video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all so very much. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for the Pink and Main Love You So Much STAMPtember 2023 limited edition exclusive. The supplies I used to create these tags are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me today for another paper crafting tutorial. I love being able to share with this incredible community of crafters. I want to give a huge shout out and special thank you to my amazing Patreon members. If you're interested in joining Patreon, please click the link in the description underneath the video here on YouTube. Patreon is a private community where you can support more of what I do. There is exclusive content, information, and behind-the-scenes content. Top-tier members will receive a handmade birthday card during your birthday month, access to D-Stash, and monthly exclusive lives, plus so much more. We would love to have you join our growing community. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to click the notification bell to always be notified when there is a new video or I go live. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you again next time.